The stage is set and the tension is palpable. 90 minutes of what should be highly entertaining and absorbing football to come. And it would take a very brave person indeed to predict the outcome. What an enticing prospect. Stay with us. We have every kick of the ball next here on EA TV.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And what we have for you tonight is live Champions League group stage match day 1 action. It's Barcelona, and they take on Juventus.
Well, thanks, Derek. This should be a tight group, so it's vital these teams get off to a good start here. This should be a very competitive game tonight.
Mainers. Very quick thinking there. And here's the starting 11 for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Dani Olmo plays alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski. And still looking to get the shot away. Lewandowski. Well, possibilities inside the box. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. And this is how Juventus will line up.
Well, they're going to play with 2 wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
To go short, and with that the attack fizzles out. Well, the mere mention of the name Robert Lewandowski can have the effect of striking fear in opposing defences. What do you expect to see from him today, Stuart?
Well, Derek, he's the perfect finisher. He's got a great shot in him, his movement is excellent, and in 1v1 situations you always expect him to score.
Mainers. Kostic has it. It's with Mainers. Strong play here. Still passing it around with authority. And crossed in the direction of the back post. What a commitment to defending. Koundé. Making progress. Now he must favour the cross. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. De Jong. The supporters want to see him have a go. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Corner for Barcelona. And deciding to go short with this one. And crossing towards the far post. Sound piece of defending. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Yildiz. Kostic has it. Juventus, the old lady, they know how to keep the ball. What can they do from here? It's going to be a free kick for Juventus. Well, he's gone back and shown him a yellow card, Stuart.
Well, that was a poor challenge. The referee wasn't going to forget that, was he?
Well, that headed attempt was comfortably off target.
Yeah, it is off target, but credit to the defender. He just about did enough there.
Danny Olmo. Here's Rafinha. Might really be able to trouble them here. Timely intervention. Danilo. Vlahovic. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Pedri. Here's Rafinha. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski, and he has teammates to give it to. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Danilo. It is advantage Juve. Kefren Turam. Locatelli with it. Danilo. Bremer. And a timely intervention. Pedri. Promising move from Barcelona. Rafinha. Making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Technique, so close.
Well, he hits it so sweetly, but it just doesn't creep under the crossbar. He's so unlucky.
Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? De Jong. Well, at first glance, you would think a strong possibility of a red card. Let's see.
Well, as you can see, Barcelona have had most of the ball, but they haven't done enough with it, particularly in the midfield areas, where their passing has been far too safe. And that needs to change quickly if they're to win this one.
And with that, he's been dismissed.
Well, they're going to be under pressure now. That's a needless sending off.
It's a substitution for Juventus. Danny Olmo. It looks promising. And a chance for the lead. A goal to give them a 1-0 lead.
Well, here we can see it again. It's all about the pace of the passing. One touch, slick movement, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is. Well, he's got to make some changes now, just to get his side back in this game.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Kostic. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Danny Olmo. He continues his run. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. Can someone get on the end of this? And dealing with the danger. Determined defending. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. We certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I'm sure the manager will be delighted with him. They've drilled it into them to keep their focus, keep playing through to the half-time whistle, and it's certainly put them in a good position to go on and win this now.
So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Well, a really good run. Makes his way in field. Is it going to be? And it's in! A goal for Barcelona! They are the team in charge.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike. Well, that's just what he wanted. He has to be happy with this performance. They've been good today.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Kostic. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? De Jong. Pedri. Lewandowski now. And possibilities here. It's a well-struck pass. And that's really well read. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Great opportunity. So a corner for Barca. What can they do with it? Substitution time it is here. Favouring the short one. And whipped into the box. Pretty straightforward defending, dealing with that cross. Mainers. work from Barca to make sure possession changed hands. Lewandowski. Thuram. Koopmeiners. Vlahovic. Regained possession. Minutes to go then. Koundé. Well, they're sitting ever deeper. An encouraging move from Barca. He must finish! Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Thuram. Well, he keeps going. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Cross-fired over. And a goal! Using his head in more ways than one to help the cause.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, and it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal. Well, back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. His team have been really poor today.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Vlahovic. Committed challenge. Pedri. Rafinha. Trying to open up the defence. And still trying to get the shot off. And Barca's corner. They favoured a short one here. Not messing around with that clearance. Torres. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Thuram. Just 15 minutes remaining. Juventus keep possession, and it's positive possession. What can they do from this position? And teammates to play it to. Composed and patient passing, but then the one that fails to hit its target. Now breaking at pace, potential danger. Torres. Koundé. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Robert Lewandowski in the middle. And there it is! That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Danilo. McKennie. Now will the cross work out for them? And a time for calm on the ball. Really fine play to keep possession. Gavi. Well, only minutes remaining now, and Barcelona with a commanding lead. Stuart, how would you assess their performance overall?
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Just the challenge that was required. De Jong. He's got to score! A good and fair challenge.
Well, as you can hear, the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
A message delivered from the referee to the fourth official. 3 minutes on the board. Vlahovic. Danilo. Can he find the right pass? Spot on with that tackle. And that will be all for this game. Juventus go down in the first game of the group phase.
Well, it's not the start they wanted. It puts them under a bit of pressure going into the next game. They need to bounce back now.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.